Let us continue solid state. In this radius ratio, we will consider. Now we will consider anions or similar anions. Similar anions we will take. Similar anions. Shape of anion is spherical. Cation also same. Cation also same we will consider. Cation is same we will consider. In the ionic compound, how the anions and cations should be there. How the anions and cations should be there. Okay. So one possibility will give. One possibility we are giving. Anions we are keeping like this. Anions we place like this. Next possibility, anions we are keeping in this way. Next possibility, anions we are keeping in this way. Anions we place like this. Then we will keep cation. Cation we are placing in all the places. Cation we placed. Now, which system is a stable system out of these three? Out of these three, how the stability will be there? For which we will see how the repulsion and how the attraction is possible. In what manner repulsion and attraction is there in a system, that we will see first. Then we will come to this one. Now we will take one hydrogen atom, another hydrogen atom, combined to give what means hydrogen molecule. For this atom we will take nucleus. For this atom we will take nucleus. Now this atom is having one electron. That electron is present in the form of cloud. That electron is present in the form of cloud like this. So now between these atoms what will happen? Between these two nuclei, what is possible means repulsion is possible. Between these two electron clouds, repulsion is possible. If repulsion is dominating, then these two hydrogen atoms do not combine to give molecule. If repulsion is dominating between these two, then these two atoms do not combine to give molecule. But if you see in the nature, hydrogen gas consists of hydrogen molecules. In the nature, if you see, hydrogen gas consists of hydrogen molecules. That means hydrogen atoms combine themselves to give hydrogen molecule. This indicates that repulsion between them is not a dominating factor. Repulsion between them is not a dominating factor. So we need not consider repulsion. So now we will consider some other factor. What is that some other factor means? Attraction we will consider. Now this electron cloud is attracting this nucleus. Then this electron cloud is attracting this nucleus and vice versa. This nucleus is attracting this electron cloud and this nucleus is attracting this electron cloud. Due to attraction, they come closer. They come closer and closer. Now they are coming closer and closer. They came just in contact with each other. They came just in contact with each other. They came just in contact with each other. Now we can write a nucleus. We can write here the nucleus. Here the nucleus. Now both the electron clouds just in contact. Now why they came closer and closer? Because why they came closer and closer? Because this nucleus is attracting this electron cloud. This nucleus attracting this electron cloud. Electron cloud of both attract both nuclei together. Therefore, so what happened means due to attraction, the electron clouds are interpenetrating to some extent. Now, due to attraction, these electron clouds, both electron clouds are interpenetrating to some extent. Both electron clouds are interpenetrating to some extent. That interpenetration is called overlapping. In this place, interpenetration of both electron clouds to some extent. This is called what means overlap. This is called overlap, we can say. So now nucleus of both we will give nucleus of one atom, nucleus of another atom. So this overlapping leads to give what means a bond. Leads to give bond. This bond is called covalent bond. So covalent bond formation is possible like this. So after the formation of after this overlapping, we will give this system as a like this. This is a hydrogen molecule. This is hydrogen molecule, we can say. Here we can say probability of finding electron cloud is high, we can say. Here we can say probability of finding electron cloud is low. Between nuclei, probability of finding electron cloud is high. So here this overlapping again I will say. Now see this electron cloud. This electron cloud is attracted by this nucleus. This nucleus is attracting this electron cloud. Due to attraction, they are coming closer and closer. Now both electron clouds are in contact. Both electron clouds are just in contact. They are coming still closer. Electron clouds are coming still more closer. Still more closer means what? Already they are in contact. Now coming still more closer means what? Interpenetration. That means this electron cloud and this electron cloud are interpenetrating with each other. To what extent? This much extent only, not completely. This electron cloud some part, this electron cloud some part, interpenetrating, mixing with each other. To some extent mixing. Interpenetration means what? Both electron clouds are mixing here. That is a meaning. So both electron clouds. Here electron you have to consider in the form of cloud, not particle, not wave. Okay, we are considering in the form of cloud. So both electron clouds are interpenetrating to some extent here. This is called overlapping. So after the overlapping, we will give hydrogen molecule like this shape. It is a nucleus of one atom. It is a nucleus of another atom. Between these two nuclei, probability of finding electron cloud is high. Here chi square is high. But in this place, chi square is low. In this place, chi square is low. Here chi square is high. Between two nuclei, how the probability is there means high. Chi square is high, we can say here. So how the bond formation is there, see regarding covalent bonding. Covalent bonding means like this. That means here what happened means electron clouds are shared by both. Now here electron cloud is present. Here we can say two electrons, we can say these two electrons common for both atoms. Both atoms sharing this electron cloud. Both these atoms sharing this electron cloud. Sharing means covalent bonding. Sir, how ionic compound will be there? That we will see. Sodium, electronic configuration neon 3s1. Chlorine, electronic configuration is neon 3s2 3p1. One electron transferring like this. So we will get Na plus 1 and Cl minus 1. Na plus 1 means neon configuration. Cl minus 1 means argon configuration. Na plus 1 means neon configuration. Cl minus 1 means argon configuration. Okay. Now this Na plus will take, its nucleus contains 11 protons and this electron cloud contains 10 electrons for this sodium, 10 electrons. For Cl minus, we will consider this nucleus contains 7 protons and electron cloud contains 18 electrons. For Cl minus electron cloud is totally 18 electrons argon configuration, sodium 10 electrons neon configuration. Now, how these two electron clouds should be there? How these two electron clouds should be there means these two electron clouds just be in contact. Okay. these two electron clouds, these two electron clouds, these two electron clouds, if overlap with each other, if overlap with each other, if overlap with each other, then shall we say Cl minus is perfect argon, Na plus is perfect neon? You think and say. If these two electron clouds, if these two electron clouds just be in contact, then it is a neon configuration, it is argon configuration. If these two electron clouds are overlapping with each other, that means Na plus will take 11 proton, that electron cloud will give, then Cl minus will give Cl minus 17 protons, that electron cloud we are giving, like this overlapping. If overlapping, then do you say Na plus is a neon configuration, can you say? Now Na plus is not neon configuration. Its configuration is more than neon. Cl minus configuration is not argon, it is less than argon. Cl minus configuration is not argon, it is less than argon. Na plus configuration is not neon, it is more than neon, then it is not stable. So that cation anion electron cloud should not overlap. If it is overlapping, it is not 100% ionic compound. It is not 100% ionic compound. That's what we can say. Stability is not ideal. If these two electron clouds just be in contact, then we can say 100% ionic compound. 100% ionic compound, stability is high, we can say. But practically, 100% ionic compound, is it possible? No. That means they are also overlap. But stability wise, if you see, if these two electron clouds just be in contact, then stability will be high. If these two electron clouds are overlapping, then stability will be low because of electronic configuration, we said. If just be in contact, it is neon configuration, it is argon configuration. If overlapping takes place, this configuration becomes more than neon, this configuration becomes less than argon. So how the ionic compound should be there, you have an idea. Okay, so now you say that in this case, okay, here anion is this negative charge is this, and this anion is this one. Okay, so this is anion. So that blue color is cation. Blue color is cation. Now we have given three cases, we have given for anions and cations arrangement, we have given in the ionic compound. Will there be any variation regarding stability in these three arrangements? If variation is there, which system is having highest stability, that you say? Which system is having highest stability? That means number 1 or number 2 or number 3. If variation is there, which system is having highest stability? Number 1, number 2, number 3. In which case stability will be highest, do you say? Highest stability in which case? So now we want highest stability. Highest stability in which case? You are saying that number 2. Number 2 is having highest stability. That means in the ionic compounds, how it will be there, in the sense cation is in contact with anion. Cation is in contact with anion, just contact. Cation is in just contact with anion. Neighboring anions just in contact. Just in contact. Like this is there, means stability low. Like this is there, also stability low. So now we said regarding stability wise, we said how the stability will be there. We got an idea. Regarding this. So how the stability is there, that we got an idea. Okay. So now we will consider that as per this, if gap is there between, now we said regarding this which is having highest stability means this has highest stability, we said. So if the remaining two things we will need not consider. Okay, this system we need not consider, this system also we need not consider. So now we will take this system, we will take. Okay, we took like this system we took. Now if size of cation decreases, we are changing the cation. If size of cation decreases, what will happen to the coordination number? What will happen to coordination number? What will happen to coordination number? If size of cation decreases, what will happen to coordination number? That means we are changing the cation, that's all. We are taking out this cation. We are keeping small cation now. If size of cation decreases, what happens to coordination number in the sense coordination number decreases. So then if size of cation increases means you will say coordination number increases, you will say. Sorry, okay. Now we will talk about anion, we will talk. Okay, we will take anion now. We are not talking about cation, we are talking about anion. If size of anion decreases, that means we are taking out this anion, we are keeping small anion, we are keeping. If size of anion decreases, what will happen to the coordination number? What will happen to the coordination number? If size of anion decreases, okay, that means wantedly we are taking out this anion, we are keeping small anion. Then what happens to coordination number means coordination number increases. Then shall we come to the conclusion coordination number depends on size of cation and size of anion. Shall we come to this conclusion? Shall we say that coordination number depends on size of cation and size of anion? This conclusion, because you are saying when you change the size, you are changing the coordination number. That means, do you agree that coordination number depends on size of cation and anion? Sir. So we are saying that size of coordination number depends on what means size of cation and size of anion. Like this we say. Coordination number depends on like this. So that means coordination number depends on size of cation and size of anion. That means coordination number depends on what means coordination number depends on radius ratio. Coordination number depends on what means radius ratio. What is radius ratio? Radius ratio is equal to radius of cation by radius of anion. This is called radius ratio, we can say. Okay, so we came to the conclusion coordination number depends on size of cation and size of anion. Then we said coordination number depends on radius ratio. Radius ratio means r plus by r minus. So we came to an idea that coordination number depends on what means coordination number depends on radius ratio. That conclusion we got it. We will go to next point. What is the next point means what is the radius ratio for particular coordination number? What is the radius ratio for particular coordination number? That we will see. What is the radius ratio for particular coordination number, for which we will say we will take first octahedron. We will take octahedron. For octahedron, in order to have octahedron, we will take 4 spheres. We will keep now here. It is one sphere. It is the second sphere. It is the third sphere. Then it is the fourth sphere. Fifth sphere is above and the sixth sphere is down. Like this 6 spheres we placed. Then we will place a cation. We are placing a cation here. We placed a cation here. We placed a cation here. Okay. So cation is placed, anion is placed, it is octahedral. Now we will take what in the sense, now we will draw from this center point to this center point we will draw a line. Then from this center point to this center point we will draw a line. Then we will draw a line from this center point to this center point we will draw a line. So we drew like this. Now we got a triangle. What is a triangle means? We'll say ABC triangle we got. ABC triangle we got. Now triangle ABC we will take. In triangle ABC, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square we can say. Now AC means 2 times radius of cation plus 2 times radius of anion. This is AC. Okay, this is what means anion. That blue color is cation. So we can say AC means 2 times radius of cation and 2 times radius of anion. We can say AB means 2 times radius of anion. BC means 2 times radius of anion. We can say. So now we are simplifying this one. We are getting R plus by R minus. We can get that is equal to how much means 0.414. So now we got a radius ratio for this octahedron is how much means 0.414 we got. This is for which case means for octahedral void. Here coordination number it is for octahedral void. For this what is the coordination number? For this coordination number is what means 6. Next we will go for a cubic void. We will see. Okay, this is octahedron radius ratio. Remember 0.414. Radius ratio is 0.414 we got. Okay, next we will go for a cubic void. We will take. Now we will take a cubic void. We are taking what in the sense cubic void we will take. In the cubic void in the sense we will consider in the for cubic void what we will consider in the sense we will consider the cube. We are considering the cube. So we consider the cube. In the cube we will keep constituent particles in the corners and in body center. So in body center we will keep the constituent particle. In body center we placed constituent particle. Then we will place constituent particles in the corners. So in the corners we are placing constituent particles in the corners. Okay, we placed constituent particles in the corners we placed. Okay, like this we placed. We are placing constituent particles in the corners we are placing. So now we will take first what we will take in the sense we will take this A, this B, this C. Triangle ABC we will take. Triangle ABC we took. In the triangle ABC we can take AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Okay. Now AC square in the sense AC square in the sense AC square we will write as it is. AB we will write 2 times radius of anion. BC we will write 2 times radius of anion. We took. AC means A is the corner, C is the corner. A corner and C corner are not in contact. Okay. So now we got so and so. Now we can get AC. AC is equal to what means square root of 2 radius of anion. Okay. Square root of now we are getting what in the sense we can get AC, we can get from this we can get AC. Next we will go to we'll take this is a D. Now triangle ACD we will take. In triangle ACD, AD square is equal to AC square plus CD square. Now AD is equal to what means 2 times radius of anion plus 2 times radius of cation. Okay. This blue color is what means anion. This is what means cation. This is what means cation. AD is equal to 2 times radius of anion plus 2 times radius of cation. AC is equal to, AC we got from here. Then CD is equal to what means 2 times radius of anion. From this we can get radius ratio. That radius ratio how much means 0.732. It is for what means for cubic void. For cubic void, what is the radius ratio means 0.732. Sir. Now we will take a octahedron. Octahedron will take, for this radius ratio how much we got means 0.414 we got. For cubic void we have taken, for cubic void we got radius ratio how much means 0.732 we got. Now here coordination number, here coordination number how much means 6. Here coordination number how much do you say? What is the coordination number for this do you say? For cubic void. What is the coordination number for a cubic void? For octahedron coordination number is 6. For cubic void, what is the coordination number? Sir. So cubic void, what is meant by cubic void? That we'll see. We will take a cube. We are taking a cube, we will take we took a cube. We will keep constant particles in the corners. In the corners, we will keep one particle, second particle corner, third particle corner, fourth particle corner, fifth particle corner, sixth particle corner, seventh particle corner, eighth particle corner. Now this body center will be there, no? This body center is called cubic void. This body center is called cubic void. What is the coordination number for this cubic void, do you say? What is the coordination number? Now we will take a cubic void. We are considering cubic void in the sense we will consider the cube. We'll consider the cube. In the cube, corners will place the constituent particles. In the corners we placed constituent particles. We placed. Now body center is there. For this body center is called a cubic void. Now you consider that corner is Cl minus. In the corners we are placing Cl minus ions, you consider. In the body center we are placing a cesium ion, you consider. Body center we are placing cesium ion. Okay. In the corners what we placed means Cl minus ions. In the corners we placed Cl minus ions. In the body center we placed cesium ion. In the body center we placed cesium ion. This body center is called cubic void. This body center is called what means cubic void. Now you say, for this cubic void, what is the coordination number? For this cubic void, what is the coordination number, do you say? For the cubic void, what is the coordination number? So what is cubic void? Understand it. What is cubic void? If you want cubic void, you take cube. In the cube, you keep corners you consider. In the corners, you keep Cl minus ions. In the corners, you are keeping Cl minus ions. In the corners, what we are keeping means Cl minus ions we are keeping. So this cubic void means this body center, for that coordination number is 8. Sir. Now How the ions are there in these cases? How the ions are there means here you have to understand that in both cases how we considered means neighboring anions. Neighboring anions are just in contact. We said neighboring anions just in contact. Next, anion is in contact with the cation. Anion is in contact with the cation. That we said. Here see that in both cases neighboring anions are just in contact. Neighboring anions are just in contact. Anion is in contact with the cation. Okay. Anion is in contact with the cation. Neighboring anions just in contact. Anion is in contact with the cation. Like this we said. Okay. So now we will take a. Now we will consider. We will consider this place. That is radius ratio is this much. Let me raise radius of anion. Now we will raise radius of anion. Radius of anion, we will raise it. We will go on. We will take this point. We will consider this point. Radius of cation. We are substituting radius of anion. We are substituting. We are getting the ratio 0.414. At this place, we know that neighboring anions are just in contact. Anion is in contact with cation. We know like this only here also. Now, wantedly we are doing what we are doing means we are raising radius of anion. We are going on raising radius of anion. Now, what will happen to radius ratio? What will happen to radius ratio? We are wantedly increasing radius of anion. We are wantedly increasing radius of anion. So, what will happen to radius ratio? Regarding cation, we did not say, that means radius of cation is kept constant. Okay, radius ratio increases. If you increase the denominator, then ratio, what will happen? What will happen to the ratio? Your radius of anion you are increasing, denominator you are increasing. So what will happen to the ratio? Okay, the ratio decreases, radius ratio decreases. So now we will wantedly decrease radius of anion. Wantedly we are doing like this. Radius of anion we are decreasing. Then we can say radius ratio increases. Sir, in the starting time, radius ratio is how much means 0.414. Here we said octahedron we said. Then coordination number we said. Coordination number is how much means 6 we said. Sorry. Radius of anion decreasing. We are wantedly decreasing the radius of anion. So radius ratio what happens means increases. Suppose it is becoming 5, then it is becoming 6, it is becoming 7, then it is becoming 0.732. Okay, we are going on changing the anions. We are going on decreasing the size of anions. So what happened means radius ratio went on changes like this. When the radius ratio came to this place, what happened means it becomes cubic wide. It becomes cubic wide. Now coordination number is how much in the sense 8. Okay, coordination number is 8. What about in this place? Okay, as per the syllabus we will consider. As per the syllabus, what are the voids we considered in the sense one is tetrahedral void. Tetrahedral void. Next one is what means octahedral void. Octahedral void. Next we discussed cubic void. Cubic void in the sense body centered cubic body center. Cesium chloride is example for this. Cubic void means body centered cubic. In that body center is called cubic void. This we discussed. Okay, these are the 3 voids we discussed. For cubic wide, coordination number 8. For octahedral, coordination number 6. For tetrahedral, coordination number is 4. What are the other voids we did not discuss in the sense? One is square planar. Square planar is having void, that void we did not discuss. Another void is a triangular void. Triangular void. Okay. For triangular void, coordination number is 3. For square planar, coordination number is 4. Okay. These are the voids there in the syllabus. These are the voids there in the syllabus. With respect to that, we will discuss. With respect to that, we are discussing. Okay. Regarding other things, we need not consider at present. Sorry. What are the voids in syllabus that we got an idea? As per that, we will discuss. Now, when the radius ratio is 0.5, what is the shape and what is the coordination number? What is the coordination number? Do you say here? What is the coordination number? You say here. Okay. Keep in mind, you can consider triangular void. You can consider square planar void. You can consider tetrahedral void. You can consider octahedral void. You can consider cubic void. You can consider. Consider these. Consider these voids. As per that, you say the answer. Okay. Now, when the radius ratio is 0.5, what is the coordination number possible? What is the coordination number possible? Shall we say cubic void 8? Shall we say, or we should not say? Can we say 8 or we cannot say 8? 8 is possible or not at all possible. When the radius ratio is 0.5, coordination number can be 8. Is possible or not possible? What shall we say? What do you say? You can also think, you can also have in your mind, for cubic void radius ratio is 0.732, while neighboring anions are just in contact, anion just in contact with cation. Based on this point only we okay. So you are saying that coordination number 8 is not possible. Sir. That means coordination number 8 is not possible means coordination number less than 8 we came to conclusion. Coordination number less than 8. Sir. Coordination number is what means less than 8, that point we know. Can coordination number greater than 6 or less than 6? Coordination number less than 6 possibility is there or not? That we'll see. We said coordination number less than 8. 8 is not possible. That is confirmed. Coordination number 8 is not possible. That is confirmed. Coordination number less than 6. Less than 6 means 4. 4 means tetrahedral void, square planar void. 3 means triangular void, like this. Coordination number here less than 6 possible or not possible? Coordination number 6. Coordination number less than 6 here possible or not possible? Coordination number less than 6 possible or not? Less than 6 means tetrahedral void, like this. Now see 0.414. 0.414 means what? Neighboring anions just in contact. Anion is anion just in contact with cation. Coordination number 6, while radius ratio is 0.414. Now, when the radius ratio is 0.5, when the radius ratio is 0.5, what do you think about coordination number? Less than 8 not possible, we said. Less than 6 possible or not possible? Less than 6 possible or not possible? Sir. Now, for tetrahedral void, for a tetrahedral void, okay, you are saying possible.